Hey everyone, this is Eric with Lobocom Services, and this is a video I'm veering off of my traditional VBA videos, and we're going to put and I normally do Access videos, we're going to put them on the web, and I'm going to be discussing how to put your Access database on the web. We're going to talk about MySQL and PHP in particular. So, here most web hosts have PHP and MySQL, and they fit very great together. They're tied together, and they're on the Linux platform, and so and they're very stable. A lot of big companies use MySQL, and so I'm going to show you how to go about taking your Access database and taking it from the desktop to the World Wide Web, so it can be accessed from anywhere. Um, so anyway, on my website, you'll see a link to get web hosting, and go there to find out how to set up a MySQL database. If you notice on your screen here, I have I have a database called Lobocom. That's my username. PHP MySQL _01, and my server is localhost. And this happens to be on the uh, out the localhost on the computer on the at hostmaster. Okay, that's what I have my hosting with. So the hosting is over there. It's done, and it's on one of their computers, and this is their web server, Apache server that's over there, and and again, they have MySQL and PHP already loaded on their mostly have a LAMP stack, and most of these web hosts have LAMP stack. And if you don't go the one, if you don't utilize the link on my website, and you'll go to somewhere else, but they'll all look about the same. Okay, phpmyadmin. This is phpmyadmin, and this is what you'll administer. That's what all my tutorials are going to be that pertain to these databases. I'm using that to administer the database. And if you want to go to advanced, okay, so be it. Find find other areas online. I'm sure you can find other areas that have more advanced things. But I'm going to show you the basics. So we're going to create in our examples a donor and donations database, and I've created an access database for donors and donations, and this is a rendition of it on MySQL. So the table, it says right here, I'm in phpmyadmin. If yours didn't look like this, you probably are hiding. You probably see more. You see this, but I'm not going to show that because this is on my database, and I have a lot of them on there. Some of them were experimental. Some I had a lot. WordPress, blah blah blah. But anyway, this is I could have as many I think as I want. It really didn't matter for this video. So now I want to go ahead and create tables because this is my blank database, and I have a user for the database. And if you go to one of my other tutorials or one of my other posts on the site, I'm talking about how to connect to this database using PHP. So after you've connected, and I'm going to make a video about how to connect. If you After you've connected to the database, you want to make something to uh, you want to show something on the screen. Well, here we're just creating a sample TBL donors. Okay, donors. That's the name of my table. The name of the number of columns here. We're gonna have. I'm looking at my table and how many columns do I have here? And again, hopefully you see that I have one column, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's my access table. Okay, so I'm saying I want number of columns 8. 8 columns. Boom. So here it creates them for me, creates my columns, and now I'm going to call them something. Let's see, I'm going to call the first one don ID. You can have your own convention. I'm just following the convention that I had on in my Access database here. It's going to be integer. The length didn't really matter. Um, but I do want to check this auto increment, this AI, because it auto increments and it's going to create an index over here. It's real easy. Okay, it's like a primary key, so a primary index, and it's going to automatically increment the number, which is good. Next is going to be first name, so don't f name, first name, and this is going to be a varchar, which is like a string. And this one I'm going to set a length of say 50. Why not? The next one is going to be L name, and actually I'm going to change this one to F name here, and if I'm going to do these, and probably I'm going to edit this out, but I'm going to do this with, and I'm going to show the end result at the very end so you don't have to sit through this. Or I'm going to pause it right now. Okay, I do want to comment about the date entered. I do want to timestamp on this. And so the way I'll do that is by going here to selecting the data type timestamp, and then my default value here is current on timestamp. That's how I'm going to get it. And then I'm going to save this. Let's see where my save button is. Oh, go. Go means, well, go. Save it. And again, we're not dealing with a Microsoft product here. We're dealing with something free right now. And so we're going to have to call it go. And now I have in my database, I guess it did do it yet. Maybe you can't see it. It's my big, oh, here it is. Right here, save. Okay, down here, the bottom right hand corner is save. Process res, loading, blah, blah. Okay, so now I have one table here with all this information with the timestamp. And now if I want to go ahead, I can do all these things. Browse. You're browsing the database. You give your structure of the database. SQL, select whatever from whatever. If I want to search a value, if I want to insert a value, and I'm just going to insert one value so you see it. Okay, so here, art, brown, it's brown Schweiger, but I can't type real fast, so it's going to be brown. And the street is, let's say 123. The state is, oh my gosh, Lander, and this is Wyoming. I guess they're U.S. things. And then 85 or 82520. And here I'm going to move myself back and go. Okay, so it inserts, and this is your basic SQL insert statement. And so your insert, and so it's you're going to have to learn SQL, and which is probably a good thing anyway, because you probably wanted to learn SQL. Well, here's your chance. Go ahead and use it, or you could find something like SQL Workbench to do the same type of thing, and with a nice little interface, like an Access interface. I'll probably show you in way down the road in another video how to hook your Access database up to your MySQL database, so you can have the cool little interface, in Access that you're familiar with, and you can administer MySQL data from your desktop. So you'll have the MySQL on the web, and you'll have your Access database on your desktop. So I've done that too, and it takes a connector and all that good stuff. So anyway, so here we have one record. If I click on this, here's my record. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how to render this on a PHP page. So thanks for watching, and make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel. And also, if you have any questions, leave them down there in the comment box below the video. And make sure you click the, also when you do subscribe, make sure you click the notification bell so you're notified of every video I release when I release it. Thanks, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.